Defend Our Democracy and other organizations are expected to picket outside the headquarters of SARS in Pretoria today. The organization says it wants to express support for advocate Coreth Naudé, who survived an assassination attempt when she was ambushed by two gunmen in KwaZulu-Natal. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is watching this one for us. And Nqobile, good morning. Coreth was involved in several high-profile SARS tax inquiries. So naturally, the attempt on her life did raise serious concerns about the possibility of this killing or the assassination attempt being linked to matters investigated by her. Tell us more about her work.
Well, yes, Iman, in fact, she did work on quite a lot of high-profile cases. And of course, she was coming after Murray, who had already passed away, who also couldn't survive an attempt in his life. So this was, of course, a concern for many people because they felt that these high-profile cases often come with danger. And this is why they needed SARS to then step in. And I want to bring in Defend Our Democracy, Iman, to speak more about those issues. Today you are going to be picketing outside. Tell us what you are going to be demanding from SARS.
No, thanks for having us. We are going to picket at SARS because we want to highlight the plight of the whistleblowers and their safety, because we have seen a pattern where all the forensic investigators who are involved in these high-profile cases, they've been assassinated. So, fortunate enough, Coreth Naudé survived this thing. So we are saying to SARS and the law enforcement agencies, please protect the whistleblowers, because without them, the corruption and misgovernance and fraud cases, especially the high white-collar crime, will not be stopped at this rate.
How many people are you expecting that are going to be picketing outside SARS in terms of the organizations that are echoing the voice?
Yeah, we are having 4 organizations, which is Defend Our Democracy, of course, Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, Outer, and Kulumane Support Group. And in numbers, we are expecting about 100 people, because it's just a picket, it's not a protest.
All right. And we know that obviously the person that was affected was Coreth, and this has obviously affected her and her family, and it talks to her safety. Have you spoken to her in any way, and how is she doing?
Yeah, she's doing well at home. She's recuperating, and our sources, one of our organizations, have spoken to her and the family. We are just worried more about her safety and her families. But in terms of health, she's doing well. We're not even sure when she will be back in the office, but we are hoping for the best. But the major appeal here, the major issue here, is for SARS and the law enforcement agencies, as I've already indicated, to provide safety to all the high-profile investigating officials, or else we'll be left with no one. If I can just put you into the picture, since January this year up to now, more than 10 people, whistleblowers, both in political and administratively, have been killed already. So the number is increasing. Some of these cases don't get the limelight as this one. If I can make, for instance, a case, Zenzele Sithole here in Johannesburg was also killed, assassinated, because he was working on another case that involves the high officials in the JMPD who apparently or allegedly were accused of renting guns to CIT criminals or gangs. Therefore, it's time now to say this must stop, and it will only stop if the law enforcement agencies and the organizations that people are working for could up their game in terms of providing some protection.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us as defender of democracy. Iman, just perhaps to go back to that question, she was tasked with investigating these high-profile cases, and she, along with so many people that are tasked with investigating such high-profile cases, like what defender of democracy is saying, is that their lives are often in danger, and so whilst others go unnoticed, they're saying today they want to echo the voices that SARS must ensure that people are safe when they investigate and they're able to show the corruption within these high-profile cases. Not so long ago, we were in Durban speaking to Babita de Coran's family, who was also saying that it's been such a difficult time. They haven't been able to get the justice that they deserve. They still want to know who are the people that are masterminds behind or her passing. So such things, especially when it comes to whistleblowers and those that are fighting corruption or exposing corruptions, becomes a hindrance in ensuring that the cases are closed and we finally can get to the perpetrators and there's some form of justice that is delivered in the end. So that's what they are going to be picketing about in front of SARS today.
Yeah, deadly and dangerous work that they are doing. Nqobile Madlala will continue to follow that protest and that march a little bit later this morning.